Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Mitsubishi Podcast. I'm joined today by the wonderful Julisa. We're going to be here telling you guys a little bit about customer retention, customer relationships, how we're communicating our thoughts to customers, and how we're bouncing each ideas off of one another. First off, Julisa, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and how you got here.
Well, thank you, Nico. Yeah, so like he said, my name is Julisa Marin. I've been with the company for about 1.5 years now. I was previously with them at our Kia store, so it's kind of awesome to just be back in the scene and keep working with this wonderful company. Honestly, there's just been so much to learn. Once I started with the company, I didn't know anything about a vehicle, and now I think I could sell you just about every part of a car. So that's just a little bit about me here, but let's dive right into it.
Yeah, talking about customer retention today. Julisa, how many customers in a weekly basis, let's say 7 days in a row you're working, how many customers are you talking to, different people?
Oh my God, you are talking to anywhere between 5 to 10 people a day, realistically. You know what I mean? We have people inquiring online through email. We have them reaching out through our social medias. We also have people calling to the store directly. So that's, a really good way to keep in touch with everybody that's interested.
Right. 3 most popular ways for us to get in contact with a customer is one, going to be the internet lead. You're going on AutoTrader, Cars.com, any one of those popular sites, and you're clicking on our vehicle, probably because of the price, probably because of what we're priced at. You're calling into the store is the second one. You're calling our store number, getting in touch with one of our sales reps right away. That's going to be for immediate assistance. And then the third one's going to be you're walking in. You're probably bouncing around dealership to dealership. You got our cars slated in, second, maybe third, maybe first. You're coming in to see our car and whatnot. So you're going to have a sales rep right at the door to meet you. Either way, it doesn't matter how you inquire. You're always going to be getting the same energy every time, which is ask a question. We're going to make sure we're going to be able to answer it for you. Objective number 1 for us is probably making sure the car is available. How often do you get a customer that calls in and, hey, that car was just sold, or hey, we got a customer in the showroom that's on that car? I know for sure the number one, most hated thing by customers is when they call in or they come in and the car's not available to them. So we want to make sure that you guys know where the car is at, if it's available, and the status of the vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. Following up with that, that's our job. Like he said, whether you call in, you inquire online, no matter what we do, the first thing that we're going to do for you is we're going to check. We're going to make sure the car is either physically here, we're going to let you know if it's on its way with transport, no matter what it is, and then we're going to go right into educating you. So it doesn't matter if you have a trade-in, it doesn't matter if you're out of state, because we do out-of-state deals all the time. How often do we run into, we've shipped out vehicles to Utah, California, just Iceland the other day. So it's amazing how far we can actually get our vehicles to you guys.
Yeah. Different questions that are coming in from everybody. I know the most popular question I get is, hey, Nico, what's the out-the-door price? Customers are always calling in. Right now we're doing quoting. We're pushing quotes out for people. So if you're calling in, you want to know where every single one of your pennies is going towards, all you got to do is ask. I know that in my experience, things that I get from customers a lot is, hey, you're being cagey. Why won't you tell me where all my money's going towards? Here, we want to make sure you know exactly where it is. We have nothing to hide being a one-price store. We're going to put our best price online for you guys. We're going to be able to be as transparent as humanly possible. We're going to show you why the price is where it is, why it needs to be where it is, and who it's going towards.
Absolutely, and just going based off of that, every dealership is going to have a doc fee, but we break it all down. Like he said, our best vehicle price is already out there. Right. Tax, title, license, dealer doc fee, and then all of the dealer benefits that we offer. Those are things that people add on afterwards and end up coming out of pocket because of these, they don't think about doing it right away. So what we like to do is, like he said, facilitate it, show it to you while you're doing it, while you start off the process, so that we could break it down into your finances and show you how that's going to change your monthly. And if at the end of the day it doesn't check out, then, no harm, because we just make sure that no matter what you purchase with your vehicle, no matter what is interested for you, it's going to change from customer to customer. So we're going to be super transparent through everything and just make the process easy for you. We understand that everything is changing nowadays. No dealership does it the same way. Right. So we're going to make sure that we walk you through every single one of our steps and protect you and your credit and your purchase just as much as you want. We would want us to be protected.
Yeah, piggybacking off of that with the difference between buying a new car and buying a pre-owned car, because our accessory benefit package is It truly has great benefits that will go into your out-the-door cost for sure, but they're investments for you to retain in the future. Truth be told, with all of our new cars, we include the accessory benefit package with almost every one of our new car purchases because that's how you recoup your investment. That's the battery, that's the key warranty. You recoup that in your first 3 to 4 years just from the sealant on the battery. Having free batteries for the life of your vehicle is very important to customers. Never having to pay for a key again is very important to customers. But that there's just so many different benefits that you can acquire, but we understand that for pre-owned vehicles, a lot of times cost is huge and minimizing cost is big. You've been looking at the Ford Bronco Raptor from dealership to dealership, and Scottsdale Mitsubishi's got one because our large pre-owned inventory. Our pre-owned inventory is so much different than our new inventory. Not to say that either one is better than the other because they each have their own benefits. But
absolutely,
what would you say, Julisa, I guess, is the difference when you're answering questions about a pre-owned car versus a new car? Are you seeing differences in questions? Are you seeing people have different priorities? What are you seeing in the difference between our pre-owned and our new inventory?
Like I said, Nico, it kind of changes from customer to customer. The thing that I could tell you to piggyback off of the benefits being included into our new vehicles is people are worried about, them losing value over time. And what we do is we're going to buy that car back from you. So we want to make sure that it's just as protected as you want that vehicle so that it can stay in the most pristine condition so that when you do bring it back to us, we can say, hey, Mr. Customer, guess what? You paid this amount of money for the vehicle. Well, guess what? You're making about almost 80% of it back. Who doesn't want to see 80% of their trade back? And it's not a set percentage. It's just an example that I'm using. We are the best dealership, I believe, at overpaying for people's trades, especially with us putting our best price forward. It's definitely going to make up all of the money, and it doesn't matter where the numbers come from as long as it makes sense to you at the end of the day. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I missed a deal over a trade-in.
Never.
Yeah, right? But
absolutely not.
Yeah, speaking of trade-ins too, people are coming in. That's number 2 question I get. Number 1 is, hey man, what's my out the door? Number 2 is, how much can you give me for my car? And with VIN, mileage, our tool with Kelley Blue Book, there is no reason why we can't give you a good ballpark for what we have what we have your trade in. Yep. And piggybacking off of that a little bit too, it's always going to be your presence is your power. You know what I mean? We definitely want to see that vehicle. I want my appraisers to lay eyes on it in person. That's no secret at all. But I do want to let you know kind of a ballpark of what you're looking at just so that you're coming in educated. You're coming in with some knowledge. You're not coming in with the wool over your eyes. And that overall, this experience is meant to be really fun. And Julisa and I are pushing as fun as humanly possible.
Yeah.
We want you guys walking out with a smile because buying a car should be fun. It should not be stressful.
Absolutely. And if you're going to spend a couple of hours with us, whether it's 1 to 2 to 3, we want to make sure that you have the best experience here. I can't tell you the number of horror stories that I have heard from people's experience in the past, and our number 1 goal is to just flip that right around. We don't want you guys to have that experience, and I think 99% of my customers have a great time. We end up hugging at the end, you know what I mean? Right. You're not going to hug your sales rep if you don't like them, so I take priority in that. And most of us are, little car gurus now as well. So any trade-in that we see, we're like, hey man, bring that truck in because my general manager is a fan of trucks. Hey, bring this sports car in because I know that I could overpay you for it. So it doesn't matter where we go. We just want to make sure that we educate you guys, show you guys the best way to purchase a vehicle, and just have fun with it. It's a stressful thing. It's a big investment, but we're going to make it as much fun as possible.
I hate the horror stories, but I do love when I'm given the opportunity to completely put a 180 on people's experience. You come in like, I had a horrible experience at blah, blah, blah place, and then you guys came in and you absolutely treated me with utmost respect. You made it quick and easy. The process was simple, explained to me. Again, I knew where every single one of my pennies is going towards. That's another big thing that you're getting. So obviously, I don't want people to have bad experiences, but it makes me feel really good when people walk in and we give them the complete opposite of that bad experience that they just had somewhere else.
Not only that, Nico, but how many customers, just being with the company for a year, right? How many customers have you already had come back to either trade that vehicle in or, get a newer vehicle?
I'm at like 3 a month right now.
Exactly.
3 deals a month are coming from previous customers, whether it's, hey, now my sister needs a car, hey, it's, my nephew needs a car, or hey, I'm just looking to upgrade again in a year, and a lot with the pre-owned inventory, that happens a lot. I got people coming in on 2023, performance Teslas, and then all of a sudden the next day they're in a Porsche Macan,
Yeah, no, seriously.
So it's crazy with the pre-owned inventory. You just have so many options, access to all different makes and models, different price points, different mileages. it's truly a blessing to be able to sell so many vehicles, you know.
And it opens it up to just about everybody. You know, I know that sometimes people get turned away because they're working on their credit, and that should never be a reason to stop you to get a new vehicle. You need something reliable for you, for your family, your job, school, whatever it is. So this used inventory that we have, from a $5,000 vehicle all the way up to a $100,000 TRX, I mean, it's opening up so many doors for just about everybody out there. So we're going to help you either get your credit right and come back and get another vehicle, or your credit is right and you're just going to keep on adding to your fleet. No matter what the situation is, we want to help people out. And I think we are one of the bigger dealerships that works with more than 72 banks and lenders in the state. So that opens up door after door after door for you guys. And again, that's just our priority.
Yeah, that's a great point, the lenders that we work with.
Yes.
We work with so many different banks that specialize in different things. You know, if you have restructuring credit that you're looking to get the best rate on, we have banks for that. You know, if you're looking for bigger lenders that are taking on larger sized loans, we have banks for that as well too. So it truly is an environment where no matter what condition vehicle you're looking for, no matter what state your credit's in, no matter where you're at in the buying process, we're always going to be able to give the customer that great experience, which I think the main point for what we're trying to get by today is that you have questions, call in. You know, we have 20 sales reps, 23 sales reps right now that can all help you out. You know, you're going to get sent to the sales department, and if it rings once, I'm surprised. You guys can call me and tell me that it rang once, because I got guys that are ready to answer the phones, ready to answer your guys' questions.
0.3 seconds,
yeah,
seriously.
We all know.
Absolutely.
We all know. Julisa, tell us a little bit about how 0% is impacting different models, because you can get it on some lesser expensive models like the Outlander Sport, or you can go all the way up to the SEL Outlander and get 0% on, $45,000 loan. So tell us a little bit about how that helps you with different customers and again, with different credit situations.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing right there, right? It's the credit situation. Everybody's focused on making sure that they can budget for this vehicle. So with the 0%, you're paying for your car versus paying for the principal of the vehicle. That's going to keep money in your pocket, that's going to keep money in your family's pocket, and it's going to open up all the models. So if previously you thought, hey, I do need a 7-seater, but I can only afford a 5-seater, well, guess what? The 0% just opened up that Outlander edition so that you could go up maybe even to an SE trim, take a tech package with it, have your sunroof, have your speakers, have all the bells and whistles that you're going to want without having to be stressed like, do I want to pay for this a month, or is it something that, hey, you know what? No, that checks out. That's realistic. Let's go ahead and do that. And now you have a vehicle that works out for all your family trips, for your daughters, all the sports, etc.
Right.
No matter what it is, I mean, it really does open up that. And the PHEVs have been super great with that 0% now. That keeps so much money in people's pocket. Not only that, but you get signed up for being a repeat Mitsubishi customer. That's going to put even more money and more savings in your pocket, whether you do get a Mitsubishi in the future again or not. It's going to help you keep that money in your pocket, and that's our goal.
That's what I'm saying too. For first-time car buyers, if you are coming in with your parents to buy your car for the first time, we see a lot of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Parents are signing up for the vehicle, right? So as a parent, you're getting 0% financing on your son or daughter's vehicle, which is really huge for a lot of our customers. And then automatically, you now get the Mitsubishi rebate, which Julisa was just touching on, the loyalty rebate. You'll be able to get X amount off of the vehicle price. It all depends on kind of what Mitsubishi's running out, the promotion for that month, but the loyalty rebate will always be there. So, you'll be able to get rebates off of the higher ticket vehicles if you're looking to upgrade, 26 PHEVs coming out soon, 26 Outlanders coming out soon. So, again, we don't know exactly when that's going to be, and hopefully 0% is going to ride all the way up until then. So, you use that opportunity now to come in and get an Outlander Sport, get that Mitsubishi rebate when the 26s come out, and you'll be financing at 0%, which is the great thing, too.
And I think that the biggest thing off of that is, parents that have financed vehicles before, now they're helping their kid get a foot in the door so that when they do want to get another vehicle without their parents, guess what? We just set them up for success in the future. So it's really a long-term investment. So if you're going to put a bunch of money and invest into a vehicle, make sure that you're doing it, to the best of everybody's ability. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that you guys are educated and take all of the benefits that we could possibly offer.
Absolutely great podcast today with myself and Julisa. I couldn't be more thrilled to be giving you guys this every single week. We're going to be shooting another episode next week. Sounds like we're going to be getting in a couple Mitsubishis, maybe driving them around. I know I'm excited about it. Julisa's most definitely excited about it as well. Yeah,
taking
guys,
this trail edition.
make sure, guys, so this full episode's going to be posted on YouTube. All right, make sure we like, comment, follow Scottsdale Mitsubishi on YouTube. You're going to be able to find little snippets of this on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and on Facebook as well. Please drop a follow and a like there at Scottsdale Mitsubishi. You can find Julisa and myself here at Scottsdale Mitsubishi right here in Arizona off the 101 in between Indian School and Thomas. Guys, yeah. But myself and Julisa are definitely excited to get you guys more content rolling every single week.
Yes, we
and
are.
you guys know what's going on with Mitsubishi.